It's Dutch Fahrenheit here. So if you're one of those people who are looking for like gaming PCs and you're looking for them for dirt cheap, there's a chance you're gonna be looking at those gaming specialist kind of sites and ordering your first PC and all. I'm here to tell you that there's a different thing, an alternative to what you can get, and it is eBay. As you can see, I'm rolling gaming PC, and as you can see, I'm getting quite good deals with €200 to 300. And all these are good in its category. So first of all, we're just gonna go into the search settings, which is down. If you swipe to the from the right on your phone. Brand, we're gonna be looking away from AMD, and we're gonna be looking into Intel. This is to find like a Core i5 if we can. So we can always look for like MSI, Gigabyte, Asus. Those are really good brands to be looking at. I mean, we have 162. Everything's down lower now. And as you can see, we're getting like, for example, right here we have a 286. Now, one problem with this is this it's an Intel D945. Old graphics. It is pretty much old CPU. We're not looking for that. So we're gonna cancel this whole search, and as long as it's not AMD. I have one problem with AMD. They usually just get too hot, and if they do get hot, I mean, pretty much it's not good. Our price is gonna be minimum of you know, go like 200 to 500, and apply that, and still 16,000. So we're gonna go out of the price, and we're gonna get down to let's see, buying format to be buy it now, and buy it now is, yeah, there we go. I'm gonna go out of that, sort order, and go with best match, and that should be it. So we're just gonna go and done. Now, first thing we see down here is a fast dual core, 3.9 gigahertz, 8 gigabytes of RAM, and 1 terabyte. But it is AMD, and it's a dual core. If you want to like play the recent games, you really definitely want to get yourself a quad core CPU. That's why I'm going for a Core i5. But if you want to, you can go for a Core i3. And I'm looking for 8 gigs of RAM. This should be just about enough for you to run GTA. And we've just found one down here, which is ultra fast gaming computer PC Intel Core i5, 3.10 gigahertz, 500 gigabytes of HDD, 4 gigabytes of RAM, Windows 10. But we're not going to be looking at that. But it's a good price tag of 292. So we're gonna look into it, and it comes with a new air-cooled case, 1 gigabyte NVIDIA GeForce GT 710 quad core. So, it's passive cooling. It's not really the best. I would just recommend just moving that and put in your own graphics card. I recommend the GTX 750. But if you have enough money to spend, you can get yourself the 1060, which is always great. And you know, we're just gonna keep looking for it, and then it has to be an Intel. It has to have 8 gigs of RAM or more. Anything will work. So another Core i5, 16 gigs of RAM, with DDR3 though, and 500 gigabytes of HDD. Now we're gonna look into this one. Case traditional, really nice. So processor speed of 3.2 gigahertz, very good. It's Core 5. We're looking for a quad core again, like I said. Alright, there we go. Ultra fast. Oh, 350 euro. So see here. Screenshots pretty much. So apparently the game performance is a Core i5 apparently, but it's just this Core i3 with the GTX 750. There we go, Core i5, 8 gigs of RAM. So like I said, we're gonna be looking at the left one here. 87 on high. Really good performance. 87 frames per second average, and 105 on medium. Is a really good graphics card, I must say. 720p now. Now very high, it's kind of unplayable. Most times it's just going to be average 36, but it probably will drop down to lower when it's like gunfights with someone. So we're going to lower down. And one thing we want to also take a look at is the import duties. So the best power consuming 1080p gaming experience graphics card, NVIDIA GTX 750. Now this is not a Ti version, which is significantly slower. I'd recommend getting yourself a Ti. It's the one I probably I have pretty much. It runs super quietly, really good, really good. Yeah. Let's see. It says something about a Core i5. No. Delivery also very cheap. 500 gigs. I wouldn't mind. So if we look at all the specifications, it is a solid. It's a second generation, so it's like 220. It's definitely not a 6600K. That's the one I'm gonna get, and the 6600K is the sixth generation. So this is very much slower. 8 gigs of memory RAM, so it's pretty good. Tower Professional Edition. Titanium 2 gigabytes. Yeah, it's pretty good. But if you're looking for pretty cheap, if you're looking, like I said, for cheap computers, you can always check out let's see, eBay. I don't think Amazon has it, but this is all pretty. So like I said about this traditional case, as you can see, there's 2 in a row here of the same. That's kind of the another traditional case. So we're just gonna scroll down here, see what we can find. So I think this will be AMD, yeah, AMD A8 6600K. Well, there's a bundle here for 427. So what's the bundle? I think it's gonna be a monitor, mouse, keyboard, operating system edition. Not AMD. AMD is definitely way cheaper than your Intel, but they are very hot. They do give a lot of performance also, which is very good for something that doesn't cost a lot. I'm just gonna keep going down. So we'll look at one more computer and there's a Core i5 up there. It's not AMD. Alright, so this is another thing you really want to stay away from. Is people who don't really show they don't describe anything but Intel Core i3 on it. There we go, some description there. This is 3.3 gigahertz dual core Intel Core i3. Now it's dual core. I would not buy this. I mean, if you're going to be playing some old games, this is a good CPU. It's not going to work with any newer games. NVIDIA 650 Ti, that's pretty good. 1 terabyte of HD space, 8 gigs of RAM. So great PC for gaming, comes with Logitech keyboard. Unfortunately, there's no mouse included. I don't know. So, I mean, that's just some that I've shown you. But if you want to look for yourself, definitely check these out. There's a lot of potential. There's a lot of computers that you can find that are really good um, performance, and it's very cheap. So, just make sure you put your price down to what your budget is, and just buy now. And then there it is. I don't know. Leave a like if you find this helpful. And I don't know. I'll see you in the next video. Good night.